The idea of karma is familiar to most people in some form or another, but there are many misconceptions about what karma truly means. Karma is not just about cosmic reward and punishment, as some believe. Rather, it refers to the ripple effects of our actions and intentions. Understanding how karma works can greatly benefit us and positively influence how we interact with others and the world. If we want our actions to create good outcomes, then we must be intentional about taking steps that will lead to positive results. Mastering this chain of cause and effect is key to living a fulfilling life where karma ultimately works in our favor. Let's explore the 12 laws of karma and how we can apply them to our benefit. Law number 1. The great law, as you sow, so shall you reap. Just as a farmer plants seeds in the field and expects to reap a harvest in the future, whatever seeds we sow through our words, deeds, and thoughts, those too we shall eventually reap. How we treat others and the world ultimately comes back to affect us, for better or worse. When we make the choice to be kind, compassionate, and giving, we discover that others often reciprocate and behave more positively towards us as well. While it may take time for our seeds to grow, like crops need time to mature, whatever energy we put out there through our actions, words, or intentions eventually yields results and returns to us in some way, shape, or form. It may come back as love, friendship, financial abundance, career success, or greater happiness and fulfillment. We should therefore strive to be kind, courteous, and compassionate to all people, always, no matter the situation or circumstance. Law number 2, the law of creation. You attract what you are, not necessarily what you want. This law teaches us that we have far more power in creating our reality than we often realize. Many times, when things go wrong in our lives, we immediately blame outside forces or other people, but in fact, we are the creators of our own destiny. The power to shape our future and affect positive change in our lives has been within us all along. We must seize the opportunities, ideas, and resources that come our way and make the best use of them. Also important to note here is that we eventually end up becoming like the company we keep and the environment we are immersed in. So we must be intentional about surrounding ourselves with people, places, and things that are aligned with where we are going, with the person we wish to become, and the goals we have set out for ourselves. This does not mean we should try to change the people around us if they do not fit this mold. That seldom works. Instead, we must focus our energy on continuously improving ourselves, because it is only within our own power to control what happens to us and the life we create. Law number 3, the law of humility. What you resist persists. In order to effectively solve problems and find solutions in life, we must first admit and accept that these problems or challenges exist in the first place. Quite often, it is our inability or unwillingness to acknowledge and accept certain difficult truths about our situation or struggles that hinders us from finding solutions. You cannot change a circumstance without first coming to terms with it, looking it straight in the eye. When you continually resist, deny, or turn away from a negative pattern or situation unfolding in your life, what ends up happening is you build up an enormous amount of negative energy within yourself against this thing you are resisting. On the other hand, when you learn to accept reality for what it is, to take a long, honest look at your life and assess everything thoroughly, both the positives and the perceived negatives, you come to realize that the power to effect positive change and find solutions actually rests within you all along. Law number 4, the law of growth. Wherever you go, there you will be. This means that if you wish to evolve, grow, and make your biggest dreams and visions a reality, you must realize that your inner world, your state of consciousness, is what ultimately shapes and controls your outer reality. Harboring negative, limiting thoughts and beliefs will only continue to foster a negative environment and reality. On the flip side, maintaining positive thoughts and beliefs is the only thing that can construct for you a positive outer world and enable you to achieve all that you desire. So keep diligently restructuring your inner world by improving your thoughts, assumptions, and choices day by day, moment to moment. When you do this, you will gradually grow toward manifesting your highest visions. Law number 5, the law of responsibility. Our lives are of our own doing, nothing and no one else. This law, much like the law of creation, focuses on the fact that our outer world is always a reflection of our inner world and state of mind. Even when something terrible happens in your life unexpectedly that you feel you have no control over, do not waste time and energy endlessly mulling over your perceived misfortune, playing the victim, or making excuses. Instead, focus right away on extracting the learning, extracting the lesson from the experience. Then take full responsibility for doing whatever it takes to make things better going forward. When you make a practice of taking responsibility for all your thoughts, assumptions, decisions, and actions, you regain a sense of empowerment and control over your life, which is necessary to propel yourself forward. Law number 6, the law of connection. This law states that everything you think, say, and do is connected in some way, shape, or form. The past, present, and future are all inherently bound and linked together. Your past choices and your present situation hold significant influence over your future probabilities. At the same time, you must understand that no one step or action on your part will suddenly shoot you straight into that ideal future you envision for yourself. Every single step you have ever taken in your past and every choice you make in the present moment, however big or small, are equally important in getting you to where you ultimately desire to go. Law number 7, the law of focus. You cannot think of two things at the same time. In your continual quest for self-improvement and spiritual development, it is vital you learn to concentrate your limited time and energy solely on those priorities that truly matter to your purpose, values, and goals. The law of focus helps you narrow your attention and place your focus exclusively on those ideals and actions that will best assist you in attaining the elevated levels of abundance, success, and fulfillment you seek. When you devote all your energy to focusing only on that which is positive emotions, personal development, progress toward your goals, you will have no time left to focus on that which does not serve you. Worry, distractions, negativity, and that is a very good thing indeed. Law number 8, the law of giving and hospitality. This law states that selflessly giving to others without expectation is what shows our true intentions and the purity of our hearts. It is impossible to hold any high-minded belief or philosophy that would not in some way reflect in our words, actions, and behavior. Our outward conduct provides the real proof for what our innermost beliefs and convictions actually are, beyond just lofty words. So, if living a life of meaningful, positive impact is what you claim you truly seek, then maintaining an attitude of generosity, selflessness, patience, kindness, and compassion towards all is a cardinal spiritual virtue you must demonstrate continually through action. You should make a habit of going out of your way to be welcoming, accommodating, helpful, and giving to others, even those you barely know. When this becomes your natural knee-jerk response and way of life, when your automatic instinct is to give rather than take, it provides evidence that you have attained some greater level of growth, wisdom, and enlightenment. Law number 9, the law of here and now. One cannot fully be present if they are frequently looking backward or forward. This law can seem contradictory to the law of cause and effect, but it's not really when you examine it closely. What it means is that as human beings, we often have the tendency to mentally time travel. We get caught up dwelling in nostalgic thoughts and memories of the past, our mistakes, failures, losses, or past achievements. Or else we live too much in our imagined dreams of the future, what could be, what we hope life will look like someday. In doing so, we fail to be fully present to the immense potential inherent in the here and now. We tend to forget that the present moment is really where our true power resides. The present counts significantly more than the unchangeable past, or the unpredictable future in your hands now. Your actions in this moment are far more important than fond memories of the past or future fantasies in your head. Law number 10, the law of change. History repeats itself unless consciously changed. This law emphasizes that nothing ever changes in our lives unless we take the reins to consciously change it ourselves. To correct recurring mistakes, unhealthy patterns, or bad habits that we observe, it is not enough to just have an intellectual realization about it, or make up our mind that we should do things differently. When you realize that a certain negative behavior or trend has been repeating itself in your life over time, you must make a dedicated effort to intentionally break that cycle once and for all. You must go beyond just having insights or intentions. You must follow it up with real actions based on your decisions. This is the only way you can implement lasting positive change. Law number 11, the law of patience and reward. Nothing of real lasting value is created without a patient mindset. Reward comes from commitment and persistently applying disciplined effort over time. No matter how long something takes, if you continue to steadily and patiently sow the seeds of consistent hard work, you can be rest assured that the fruits of your labor will eventually blossom. Do not get sidetracked or discouraged by comparing yourself yourself to others around you who seem to be achieving more external signs of conventional success much faster. If you truly understand your inherent worth and value as a person, you will not fall into the trap of unhealthy comparison with others. Law number 12, the law of significance and inspiration. It states that the most rewarding use of our time and energy is that which contributes to the greater good. This last law is quite similar to the first law of karma. The first law focuses on the individual, while the last law focuses on the collective effects of actions. While it is true that we eventually reap what we sow as individuals, we must also be aware that all our choices and actions culminate as our contribution to the larger world. The energy we put into the universe through our thoughts, words, and deeds builds up cumulatively to not just affect ourselves, but to also affect others, society, and the world at large in some way. Whether you personally believe in the doctrines of karma or not, you can probably agree that these universal laws contain timeless wisdom and principles that absolutely anyone can apply to their life to make it better. What are your thoughts on karma and these 12 karmic laws? Do you believe they hold truth? How might you be able to apply some of these principles to your own life and situation? Please leave your comments below to keep the conversation going. If you found this video helpful at all, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with others. And make sure to subscribe for more content like this, aimed at helping you realize your highest potential and live a deeply meaningful life. Thanks for watching.